AuraBeyond.
Who I am. I'm not of this earth. What you don't know, I've known since birth.
Discover how ancient civilizations turn the sky into their most powerful weapon. From Viking sunstones and Egyptian pyramids aligned with Orion, to Mayan Venus calendars and Alexander the Great's lunar strategies, the cosmos shaped wars, empires, and legends. Imagine standing on a battlefield 1,000 years ago. The air is heavy with smoke, silence before the storm. Your army is outnumbered. The enemy has better weapons. But you have something they will never understand. A gaze at the sky. Ancient warriors knew the universe was more than dead darkness. It was a compass, a secret book, a prophecy. The sun, the moon, and the stars decided life and death, and those who could read them won battles, built empires, and entered legend. Today, we uncover how the Vikings, Egyptians, Mayans, and Greeks used the cosmos as the most powerful weapon in history. Vikings, masters of the northern sky. How did people without compasses or modern maps manage to sail oceans and conquer half of Europe? The answer is hidden in a single stone, the Sunstone. Legend says the Vikings used crystals like calcite or tourmaline to find the sun's position, even when the sky was covered with clouds or fog. Holding the stone up, the refraction of light revealed the sun's exact location. This allowed them to navigate hundreds of kilometers across the Atlantic Ocean. Archaeologists have found fragments of these crystals in shipwrecks. So, it's not just a myth. And think about it. Thanks to the sky, thanks to a single stone, the Vikings reached Greenland, Iceland, and even America, 500 years before Columbus. Their connection to the cosmos wasn't just practical. The sky was sacred. The stars were the eyes of the gods. When the sky fell silent, it was a sign to attack. When the moon lit the sea, it was a sign to raid. They didn't win wars only with swords, but with the cosmos. Egyptians, pyramids as war stars. Now let's travel thousands of kilometers south, into the burning desert of Egypt. We all know about the pyramids, but few know they were not built randomly. The 3 pyramids of Giza are aligned with the 3 stars of Orion's belt. For the Egyptians, Orion was Osiris, the god of death and rebirth. Pharaohs believed their souls would rise to the heavens through those stars, but it wasn't just religion. It was strategy. By tracking Orion and other constellations, they knew exactly when the Nile would flood, when harvests began, and when it was the best time for military campaigns. They didn't march into battles randomly. They watched the stars and waited for divine signals. Imagine an army standing in the desert, all eyes fixed on Orion, and when the stars gave the sign, the pharaoh moved. To their enemies, it looked like fighting against the will of the gods. Mayans, the bloody calendar, and Venus. Now let's move to the jungles of Central America. The Mayans had the most precise calendar of the ancient world, more accurate than ours today. But it wasn't just for planting corn. It was a war machine. The Mayans carefully tracked Venus, the morning star. To them, it was a warrior, a god of war. They scheduled battles for when Venus appeared in the sky. Enemies often believed it was a divine sign that resistance was useless, but their greatest psychological weapon were eclipses. Imagine an enemy army ready for battle, and suddenly, the sun disappears. Darkness in the middle of the day. Soldiers fall to their knees in panic, thinking it's the end of the world. And then, the Mayans attack. War turned into cosmic horror. Their victories were not just bloody, they were astronomically precise. Greeks and Alexander the Great. The moon as an ally. Finally, let's go to ancient Greece. Alexander the Great wasn't just a military genius. He knew the sky was part of his arsenal. His strategists tracked the phases of the moon. A full moon meant enough light for night marches and surprise attacks. His army moved when others slept, guided by moonlight. But Alexander went even further. Before one battle, he saw a lunar eclipse. Instead of fear, he turned it to his advantage. Look, the gods extinguished the moon to show the enemy is doomed. His soldiers believed, and the enemy trembled. Vikings with their crystals, Egyptians with Orion, Mayans with Venus and eclipses, Greeks with the moon, all looked at the same sky, only they read it differently. Today we have satellites, GPS, nuclear weapons. But think about it. Back then, they had something we have lost, an intimate connection with the cosmos. They knew the universe wasn't far away. It was part of every battle they fought. As we look back through the stars and into the past, remember, every story leaves a mark on the universe. If you enjoy the journey, make sure to like, subscribe, and join us again as we explore the unknown. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.